Today we are discussing about the working with the IoT devices. These are the course outcomes related to this topic. The CO1 relates the characteristics and appropriate levels of IoT for reusing and deployed IoT resources across the application domains. And the CO2 identifies the necessity of communication models, protocols, and APIs for accessing data from sensors and actuators to overcome issues like failure of any connected devices. Now, coming to topic, this is the topic today: working with IoT devices. See, what is this IoT devices and how it works? Now we'll discuss. Working with Internet of Things devices involves connecting, configuring, programming, and managing the smart physical objects that can collect and exchange data over the internet. So, the best examples for this home automation, industrial automation. So, these are the examples for these IoT devices. The first one is device setup and configuration. So, in this IoT devices such as sensors, actuators, the microcontrollers are set up to collect data. So, this is the process in case of IoT setup. This is the first step, that is, it collects information from the actuators, microcontrollers, and see what are the different types of physical devices we are using here. That is Arduino, Raspberry Pi, ESP32. So these are the commonly used hardware systems. So that is controlled with the IoT system. So here it collects information like temperature, humidity, motion of the various devices, and this is measured with the help of the sensor. The sensors are the primary devices in the IoT system which collects data, and that will be given to the hardware system. So examples are temperature, humidity, motion. These parameters can be that can be collected. That information is measured with the help of the sensor. Configuration includes connecting the device to a network. So here, the what type of network we are using in the communication devices. So here, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, ZigBee, and these are the common communication protocols we are using here, and assigning IP address to the devices. In an automation process, there are many physical devices will be there. So for that, we have to assign IP address, and by using this IP address, so we can collect, monitor information of a particular device. So this is the general procedure of automation. The next one is data collection and processing. So here the device gather real-time data using sensors. So the sensors are the primary devices which collect data, and it is sent to a gateway or cloud platform for processing and analysis. That is the basic function of the sensors. Here, once the data is collected, that will be processed, and so here edge or fog computing can be used to process this data locally before sending it to the cloud. So this is the process, and sensors which collects the data, and that will be processed, and the process is done by edge or fog computing, and finally after the process the data will be sent to the cloud. And see here, in data collection and processing, here actuating device is there. So actuating device based on the triggers produced by the sensors and the processing devices. C means the actuating device that will start working by sensors and processing devices. Means actuators will get information from the sensors or the processing device. If certain conditions are satisfied according to user requirements, if certain trigger is activated, so then which action to perform, that is shown by actuator devices. So actuator that will activates the devices, and what are the inputs for this actuator, that may be sensors or the processing device, which are the input devices of this actuators. I'll explain briefly about this actuating device. So these are the general components we are using in a real-time application. Here I have taken one example. So the sensors are the primary devices which measures the temperature, and see continuously measure the temperature. And this controller, the controller, it is a decision maker. So here, if the temperature gets above certain temperature, so then turn on the fan, else no action will be taken by the controller. So what is the actuator here? The actuator is the cooling fan. In if the temperature increases, then what happens here? The action will be taken, and the fan that runs at a faster rate. If the temperature is low, so the cooling will be adjusted. So here, which is the actuator here? The actuator is the cooling fan in this example. And what are the parameters which control these actuators? Sensors and the controllers. So which gives input to the actuator, and according to these inputs, the actuator, it controls the fan action. Next, the programming and communication. So now various physical devices we are collecting here in an automation process. So we have to write the instructions by using the basic languages like C, C++. So that should be understood by the user and the board terminals. So here the devices are programmed using languages like C, C++, Python, or Node.js to define their tasks. Examples are reading sensor values or sending data. So here, now if you are going to send a particular information to a hardware system, so using microcontroller instructions, so we have to write the program in a basic language like C, C++, and that program will be dumped into the microcontroller, and the microcontroller that reads the instructions by using this programming part, and the proper action will be taken on the board terminals. So here the communication protocols such as MQTT, HTTP, or COAP are used to exchange data securely. So here various physical devices we are taking here in an automation process. So here the data should be exchanged between the various parameters to take proper action. So that is done with the help of this MQTT, HTTP, or COAP. These are the commonly used protocols in the exchange of data between the various physical devices. And the communication is also that plays a vital role in this. So the communication assistance is the phenomena of communication between two networks, or communication between two or more IoT devices of some or different networks. So here these are the various networks we are using in the real time. This can be achieved different communication protocols. So what are the general communication protocols we are using in IoT system to exchange data between the various physical devices? That we'll see. That is, first one is MQTT, and constrained application protocol is ZigBee, FTP, HTTP. These are the various communication protocols we are using in the protocol programming and communication part. So these are the various applications of in various fields we can use this IoT systems. Once you go through this, the first one is home lighting system. So here automatic control systems are nowadays implemented, in corporate offices. And so here in various offices we are implemented this. We are seeing in outside, see home lighting. So home lighting, that will be if the person is present, then the switches will the lights will be turned on. If the person is left from that place, then automatically that will be turned off. So here when you are entering into the home, so here automatic doors and automatic lighting system, fans, and other appliances that will be operated automatically in the automation process. So this is one of the example for home automation, home lighting, and wearable technologies, the smartphone. So nowadays everyone using the smartphones. So the various applications are developed. So by using these applications, we can do many things. We need not to go to the service centers, and by installing that app, all the service can be accessed. And this will be it is an intermediate device between the servers and the user, and so the data can be processed by using these smartphones in by using various apps, home applications. So here automatic rice cookers and water heaters, uh, and the music players, and these are all examples for the home appliances. And a personal computer, the personal computer. So here we can do many things in that. So that is also operated with the IOT system, and in this, the communication is established in order to operate various websites. So here, the internet is required. So the internet is the communication protocol between the user and the different uh, web developers. So here, analytics. So here we can estimate before purchasing a particular component, or if you are searching for a particular product or a field. So here the analysis we can check or we can browse in the internet. And in flight services, so here the flight services, in that, so we can book the tickets, and with along with the seating, we can book the beverages and the breakfast also. So we can book simultaneously. So that services also possible with the help of this internet things. And online shopping. So in previously we have to go to the visit the shops, and we have to purchase the various components or commodities. But nowadays, various apps are developed for online shopping. So here we can reduce the time by using this. We can purchase by sitting at home or office. We can browse the shopping online shopping websites, and we can uh, purchase the various components of music. So here the music is also we can play, and so we can download, and with the help of this internet, so we can that will establish the communication between those sources and the user. And so these are the various physical devices working with the IoT system. The next one is integration with the cloud platforms. IoT devices can connect to platforms like AWS IoT, Google Cloud IoT, or Azure IoT, hub storage, analysis, and visualization of collected data. So these are the various uh, integration and cloud platforms we are using in the real time. Monitoring and maintenance. So here the devices are monitored remotely to ensure the performance, update the firmware, and manage security to prevent cyber threats. So here we can update the firmware is nothing but it is a software. So we can update uh, when the new updates are provided by the server. So we can update the programming part, and the manage and the security to prevent the cyber threats. So here the unwanted links will be shared by unknown persons. So here that threats we can identify by using this system. Significance of IoT. The first one is efficiency. So here IoT automates the process and reduce the manual intervention, saving time and resources. So here that will increase the efficiency by using the IoT system. So here, in order to book tickets, earlier we have to stand in a queue and at the bank and at movie theaters, and so here we have to travel and we have to spend time on those things. But here, after this IoT evolution, so here we need not to go there by opening that particular app or website. So we can book tickets and we can get many services from that. That will reduce the time and the resources. The cost saving, optimize resources usage, and a predictive maintenance, lower operational cost. So here optimal resources by using this, so we can reduce the cost. Operational cost can be reduced, enhance quality of life. So after this evolution, so the quality of the life that will be improved, and IoT applications in healthcare, home automation, lifestyle improve, convenience, and well-being. So in various sectors, so we can find good results, and that will enhance the quality of their life. Data driven insights. It enables business to make informed decisions using real time data. So here the data driven insights are nothing but we can forecast the market by seeing the previous data of a particular month uh, or a particular year. So we can estimate a particular stock, how it is growing, and what is the rise and fall of those particular stocks. So we can estimate, and by seeing this data, we can uh, take the proper decision. Environmental sustainability. The IoT systems reduced waste and optimize energy usage, supporting green initiatives. So by using this uh, IoT devices, so we can reduce the waste and optimize energy usage. So here, if we maintain a proper data in a particular month or in a week, so how much energy usages takes place, and by using the proper optimizing energy methods, we can reduce the energy consumption, and so it supports the green initiatives also. The common applications of IoT. So here we can find many applications of this IoT. The first one, smart homes, the devices like the smart lights, speakers, and a thermostat automatically daily tasks. So these are the various examples for the smart homes. Healthcare. So wearable health monitors track fitness or medical conditions. So the smartwatches we are using nowadays, by using that basic health parameters can be checked. So here the heartbeat and body temperature and various apps are developed. So in a particular day, how many calories we have burned, we can cross check it. And an industrial IoT system. So optimize manufacturing process using connected machines. So here in a industries, the manpower it requires more, and that's case if you do this automation in that process, we can reduce the manual resources, and with less members, we can produce more production, and that is the most efficient method. The smart cities. So here the traffic management, waste collection, and the energy efficient infrastructures. So these are the various features of smart cities. So here the traffic, by using the sensors, we can measure the traffic in a particular way, and we can operate the signals and waste collection. So here in a particular area how much waste is produced, and that can be by using the statistical analysis. So we can collect and we can take proper initiatives and energy efficient infrastructures. So here by using the solar panels on roofs and on roads and parking areas, we can reduce the energy usage. Agriculture, the precision farming with the smart irrigation and soil sensors. So by using these soil sensors, so we can supply the water. So based on the soil, some will consume more power, more water, and some other that will consume less water. So based on the soil sensors, that will gives a proper data, and by using that, so we can take the proper initiatives, and this is the agriculture application. Automation and control. IoT enables the devices to operate automatically without human intervention, and increasing efficiency and reducing the manual work. So this is the main aim of the automation system, that will reduce the in human intervention and increase the efficiency. With less time, we can produce the more production. If you take in the industrial sector, and in various applications, the physical presence is not required. By using the apps, we can do many things. Improved efficiency. The real-time data helps optimize resource usage and save energy and reduce the waste. And these are the improved efficiency. And remote monitoring. The devices can monitor and manage from anywhere using the internet. Many services will get by using the various apps, and that is the example for remote monitoring. Data collection and analytics. So here IoT devices collect the valuable data, can be analyzed to make better decisions and prediction. So the sensors are the primary devices which collects the valuable information, and that will be analyzed to make a better decision and predictions. In a stock market, that is the best example for this. So here we can see the what are the fundamentally strong stocks. We can go through this prediction and analysis, so we can take proper decision on that. Enhanced safety and security. IoT systems can detect unusual activities or conditions, helping in early warning and quick response. So like uh, antivirus software. So here when we are opening a particular application, so if it is unauthorized, then we'll get the warning for that. So that is the example for this. The cost saving. Automation and predictive maintenance reduce the operational and maintenance cost. Improved quality of life. IoT applications like smart homes, by using health monitors, wearable devices, make daily life more convenient and comfortable. So here we are the smart homes, lighting, everything will be controlled, and the fans and the various physical devices also, once it is automated. So here we can control the voice command, or we can, if we write a program using microcontrollers, so here we can control the various devices. And in a health monitor system, the smartwatches and many gadgets are available. So every time we need not to go to the hospitals or to meet the doctors. So in that case, by using these health monitors, the primary, the basic precautions we can take, and that reduce the time and the cost. So this is about the improved quality of the life. These are the references of this topic. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.